Hold on. Now.
Soulatluk Linika.
Soulatluk Marnie. Soulatluk. Let's see. Now I'm just using this screen and then what? Oh yeah. I just realized I forgot something. Oh, no, I didn't. Never mind. Whew. Ignore me. Everyone watching this, ignore me. That's you.
Hot, what, low? Oh, I'm yellow.
That was my code, but then it doesn't really apply there. So.
Okay, hot, what, low?
Hot, what, low, Marnie?
Hot, what, low, Linika?
You know who else says hot, what, low today?
Who?
He's raising a little leg. Or she?
That's from the sups. Sups?
Yeah.
Sups.
Sups.
That's the mine from Dory.
No, are those the seagulls that say mine?
The seagulls, yeah, and they're holding the little sups up, and they're all mine, because the sups is trying to get away from them all, and then eventually it falls into the ocean, so it gets saved. But
imagine if sup had a voice, we'd be saying, "Oh,
don't eat me."
Okay, here's where I have to cut out and go to the other one.
Oh.
Because time ran short. I'm gonna go to the other one for our other greetings. Now everybody's gonna see my secret compartments.
You can edit those out.
Yeah, it's okay. So yeah, just to do our greetings in orange, and then we'll go back to green. Yep. Okay. Beatnik, Linika.
Hawalo, Linika.
Hawalo, Beatnik, Linika. Shuaritnam. Shuaritnam. Sorry, I'm just trying to repeat because sometimes I don't. Shuaritnam.
Ritnik Marnie. Hawalo, Ritnik Marnie.
Hawalo, Marnie.
You Soulatluk.
Oh, yeah.
Soulatluk.
Soulatluk. Soulatluk. Soulatluk. Soulatluk.
Well, yeah. Kill Soulatluk. Soulatluk. Oh, yeah. Yil gara Soulatluk. Yil gara Soulatluk. Yil Tikwa. Tikwa. Yil Tikwa. Yil
Kill Tikwa.
Hey. Hey. Kill Soulatluk. Good stuff. Dua Daradali.
Yil Batuat Daradalish.
Daradali. 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 Daradali.
Oh, yeah. Yil Arkansas Daradalish. Arkansas Daradalish. A long time ago, but Arkansas Daradalish.
Daradali. Daradali.
Yilda. Jivili. Jivili. Jivili.
Oh, swallow it up.
Jivili. Jivili.
Kill that. Jivili. Oh, yeah. Yilda Dalawatk. Dalawatk.
Dalawatk. Dalawatk.
Yilda Dalawatk.
Yilda Gutsaweshik.
Oh,
Gutsaweshik.
what's a weshi?
Gutsawashik.
Gutsaweshik. Where you put the boat right in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We don't know what jivili means.
Mm-mm.
And
What?
I don't know what Dalawatk means.
Mm-mm.
Somebody probably knew, but I don't recall.
It could just mean that's the place name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But it
just
might
am not
mean-
remembering right now if
but it might
anybody
mean
mentioned the
something,
meaning.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting how sometimes place names mean something,
Mhm.
like Gutsaweshik.
Mhm.
That's put the boat right in.
Yeah.
But maybe, and we're not sure yet,
Yeah.
but Jivili, that just might be a place name. We don't know yet.
Yeah, and I don't have any guesses on that one because it doesn't look like, parts
Yeah.
of other words. So I suppose that I kind of suspect and think that some are really just proper names.
Yeah.
And then others are
Are
very
more
descriptive.
descriptive.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And then
very
there's probably some kind of in the middle that maybe in older times, people remembered what it meant, but then as the language changed, but the name stayed there, maybe some words went out of use, and so nobody would have remembered the original meaning and it became just a name. So, but that's all kind of speculation, but yeah. But there's definitely a mix of ones that the speakers told us what they mean, and or you can see, because gutsa is like to do it once, or gutsa one, and then shake is to go in a canoe, like to launch your boat or to travel in your boat. So you could see the parts there, and or somebody told us, hey, that's what it means. And then there are others that it's a mystery. Yeah. And even the speakers themselves would say, oh, no meaning. There's no meaning.
Yeah.
Just a name.
That's just the name.
Yeah. Okay. I have not yet spent any time in Jivili. I have passed through. It's an area I don't know well enough. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, Soulatluk.
Soulatluk.
Swa, practice. Da'al, talk. Uyit, let's do it. Soulatluk. That's my best way right now to say, let's practice, like, because we're going to do some pronunciation. When I figure out a better way, a more precise way, that gets more at like, let's practice the sounds, we can use that. So I'm going to go back to green screen. We'll have to switch ourselves around again because the computer doesn't like me. Okay. So we did that.
Remember
We did that. Bye, Sub. Juak, Sub. See you later, Sub. Okay, so here we're back. Soulatluk. Okay.
Soulatluk.
So a little bit of pronunciation practice before we dive into some phrases. This week, the letter E. And so this is just a little introduction that anytime in Soulatluk, that could be the sound, it could be the A sound, it could be the E sound in English, but not in Soulatluk. We're only using it for this sound, Now the sound moves around a little bit. Sometimes it'll come out sounding more like in bed, sometimes a little, or met, it's the example I have here. Sometimes it'll come out sounding a little more like a and mat, but that can be just the speaker. It's the same. It's kind of, yeah. And so we'll practice a few words with that sound, a few short ones. So here's one that'll come up again. Sack. And so that could be one, it could be multiple. Sack. Okay. Aha. Want to take a stab or a?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, brilliant.
Math.
Okay, so that was 2 different times. Actually, I think the first one was Nettie Rossig saying mesh, and then Della Prince came in and said vesh, and those are just interchangeable. M and V can swap out and mean the same thing. So you can choose which way you like, and the same person will say it both ways different times. Because I can tell you from looking all of these, sometimes Della Prince will say mesh, and sometimes she says vesh. It's the same. It just doesn't change anything. So you can choose your way, or you can alternate between both. But yeah, mesh, vesh. That's your chopper, your axe. This is a good one.
Battle. Battle.
Battle. Battle.
Battle. Battle. That's a cousin. Either boy cousin, girl cousin, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Battle. So that's another E word.
Battle.
Let's see. And then we got, oh yeah.
Wet.
Yeah. Wettin. And that little, both of these last words, battle and wettin. We're practicing the eh sound, but there's also that little apostrophe signals that little tightening in your throat. We call it a glottal stop. It's a sound in the middle of English. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Everybody I know can say uh-oh. So if you can say that, you know how to make this sound. You just have to practice putting it in words, because that's not something we do in English. Yeah.
And you could, if you listen to her, she actually kind of drags out the eh a little bit before she stops it. So wet, and you could say wet, and
right,
or you could say wet.
Yeah, and her wettin is shorter than Nettie Rossig's battle, but you know, it's just the particular moment they were saying it. Another time she might have drawn it out longer. Wettin. It's still longer than I would naturally do, so I always have to practice that. Short words tend to be stretched out longer, and long words sometimes come real fast. Like, I don't know. Okay, and our last word. Yeah, and this is tricky, right? To get that glottal stop in there. So I think in the first one, Weaver Denman, it's pretty hard to hear his glottal stop, because it's just not a great audio quality of that recording. It's one of the earliest ones, and it's not super great sound, but you can hear it better in Nettie Rossig and Della Prince's pronunciation. Wes, and it can help to just exaggerate it a little bit when you're.
Yeah, it might help.
I don't know. It's hard for me too, because that voiceless S, it's easy to just go Wes and skip it.
And we'll see that part again.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's right. That comes up. So yeah, for me, it's a lot easier to do that glottal stop in battle and wettin, because you use your voice right after it, so it's easier to make it something that you can hear. It's a little trickier with wes, but that's why we practice. Soulatluk. That's why we not sure what the end is. Soulatluk. That's why we practice talking, I think. Okay. So now let's do a little bishwak, which is counting, but first, a little vocabulary you may have had before. Okay. So this person is a
Louwi.
Louwi. Versus this person.
Gavooch.
Okay. Gavooch. Gavooch. Versus, we've seen this before, so this is where your memory comes in.
Zach.
Yeah, and Nettie Rossig has the more colorful, sort of lively intonation to me, so I can always tell when it's her talking. Zach. You know, I don't,
Yeah,
my
Zach.
intonation is more boring. But yeah, Zach. Zach. Okay. Zach.
Zach. Zach.
So now this is important, right? Because we have one word, Louwi,
Louwi.
and this other kind of grown person has her own word, but the ones who aren't grown yet,
They're just Zach.
yeah.
Zach.
So they're all Zach.
Zach. Zach.
So that one's a gender neutral, yeah, or gender inclusive, all of them. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we got our Louwi. We got, that was exemplified by Ted. We've got our Gavooch, Michelle. We've got our Tutsek. Now we're losing Bishwak. All right, let's try this. Okay.
Zach.
Gutsad. 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 Gutsad.
Gutsad.
Zach.
Gutsad. And that ud on the end is a little verb ending. So really you can think of this as meaning there is one. Or it is one. Yeah, something like that. The early numbers are verbs. But yeah, Gutsad. Gutsad. Our old friend Glottalstop is here again.
Gutsad. 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 Gutsad.
Ready, Dad. Ready, Dad.
Ritad. Ritad. Yeah. Okay, so we got Gutsad. Ritad. You notice they got that ud because it's the same little ending on both of them. It's the guts part that means one and the rit part that means two. And don't have to worry about it too much yet, but down the road, you'll see other words that start with guts or start with rit, but then they have some other stuff at the end. And so they've got that little two piece in them or the little one piece in them. So just to kind of flag that, and then it'll look a little familiar down the road.
Gutsad. 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 Gutsad.
Ready, Dad. Ready, Dad.
Yeah. Rikhad. Rikhad. Yeah. And so we got Gutsad, Ritad, Rikhad. This one's long, but
Wiyot. 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 Wiyot.
Riyatwad. Riyatwad.
Yeah, Dad. Yeah, Dad.
We got Gutsad, Ritad, Rikhad, Riyatwad. And we're coming in on the home stretch. Okay, so this one I put in parentheses because you can say it the short way or you can say it the long, complete way.
What song? What song? What song? What song?
So if you want to be complete and say the whole phrase, wet sag halar, means there are 5. But a lot of times speakers will shorten it and leave off the halar and just say wet sag, wet sag. And that wets is the same wets from hand, because wet sag, what I've read is that it means like it's the og on the end, it means it's part of a pair. So wet sag, that's 5. It's, you have a pair of hands, there are 5 fingers on one. So something to do with the hands being a pair. So wet sag, one of the pair has 5 That's how you get wet sog for the number 5.
Wet sog was so hurling. Wet so hurling.
So short way, wet sog, and the fully grammatically complete way, wet sog hullad. And that hullad is the same thing as the little ud on the end of all the other ones. It's just saying there are this many. Okay, we're not counting to 6 today. I have just a little placeholder until we get bigger numbers. Okay, see all those numbers? I don't know if that's clear. Okay, I don't even know how many there are. Gatsad, there are many. Gatsad. Okay, so until we get to practicing those bigger numbers specifically, we can just say, Gatsad. I don't know. I know there's more than 5. There's so many. Gatsad. Okay. Okay, so now we go back to our people and we'll try to put it all together. Okay. Just talking kind of fast. Louwi, sir. One man. Louwi, sir. Right, she's really kind of rushing through it more than when she just says the single word. But then, ta-da, ta-da.
No.
And we don't have to talk as fast as her. And you can switch the order. It's not super important whether you put the number first and then the word, or the word first and then the number. Either way works. But this is how how the audio is, and so we're practicing this way. But you could switch it up if you wanted to. They just keep piling on. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. So again, just combining the same words we practiced in the last one. It's kind of hard to hear the very end. She kind of tapers off.
That song was so hurling.
So here, she didn't record, gooey wet sog or gooey wet sog halad as a single phrase. So I just put both recordings in there. That's what you would say. Gooey wet sog, or you could add that last word, halad. Gooey wet sog halad. And I don't think you need it. It's understood, but if you're just trying to be super clear. Gooey wet sog halad. And then of course, gooey gatsad. Gooey gatsad. Don't know how many, just gatsar, many. Phew. Louwi, gatsar. Yep. Okay. I want to try it with gavooch.
Sure.
Okay. Let us not forget, for we are gavooch.
Gutser. 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 Gutser.
So the whole phrase would be gavooch, gutser. Gavooch, gutser. So we're just doing the same thing as with the Louwi, just swapping out the name. Ah, I recognize that gavooch.
Gavooch. Gavooch. Gutser. 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 Gutser.
So we are gavooch, ritter today. Gavooch, ritter. And you're joined by another one.
Gavooch. Gavooch. Ritter. 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 Ritter.
So gavooch, ritter. And boom.
Gavooch. Gavooch. Wiyot. 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 Wiyot.
So if we cloned both of ourselves, we would be gavooch, riatwad. Gavooch, riatwad.
Gavooch. Gavooch. What song? What song? What song? What song?
Gavooch, wet sog. Or gavooch, wet sog halad. If you're feeling like being just completely complete. Okay. Some days though, you get gavooch gatsar.
Gavooch. Gavooch. Gatsar. Gatsar.
Gavooch gatsar. Okay. Right. Let's try one more little run through if we can with these little guys. Remember who they are? Yeah.
Back. Back. Gutser. 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 Gutser.
So here we have a picture of Zach Gutser wearing a Soulatluk shirt, no less. You can't see it all, but it's Soulatluk. Zach Gutser.
Back.
Yeah.
Back. Ritter. 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 Ritter.
Zach Ritter. I only have Zach Gutser at home. But I know some superheroes have Zach Ritter. I don't know how they do it.
Back. Back. Ritter. 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 Ritter.
Sometimes it's easier to hear the sounds from Nettie Rossig. That really comes through. Säk, rikad. Säk, rikad.
Säk. Säk. Wiyot. 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 Wiyot.
Säk, Wiyot. My mother has Säk, Wiyot. Don't ask me why or how.
Thanks.
Säk. Säk. What song? What song? What song? What song?
Säk, wet sog. Säk, wet sog. And my mother would have had Säk, wet sog, but my stepfather said, nope, Wiyot is enough. And then
Säk. Säk. God said.
Säk, gatsad. Säk, gatsad. Yeah. So you count people this way. These are that we will eventually get to talking about how you count different kinds of things different ways with different endings, but not today. But this one is the way that you count people. Also, the way that you count many animals. There are some animals with their own special counters, but many, many animals.
Wiyot. Wiyot.
So our friend Wiyot that we met several lessons back, you can count them with gutsad, ritad, same way as people. Also, if you're just counting numbers in the abstract, you're just numbers in your mind and there's nothing in particular, this is how, these are the numbers that you would use.
Wiyot.
I now have Wiyot's gutsad, but there was a time when we had Wiyot's ritad before Elder Wiyot passed away.
Wiyot.
And there was even a brief time when we had
Wiyot.
We had Wiyot's ritad for a while. How many do you have?
Gutsar.
Oh, gutsad, Wiyot's gutsad. Okay. For some reason I thought
And
there were
Gutsar cat.
right, cat. We have cat, ritad, Wiyot's gutsad. Soulatluk chickens, gutsad.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Don't
confuse
count
our
it.
brains with the actual number.
Wiyot.
Sorry, they're talking over each other.
Wiyot.
Wiyot's Wiyot. So, for whatever reason, Carl Teeter asked Della Prince to count the Wiyots from 1 to 3, from gutsad to rikad, and then not after that. And so I had to put two recordings together. Wiyot's Wiyot, I think would be too much for my house.
It's wet.
Wiyot. What song? What song?
Wiyot's wet sog. Maybe if they're very small Wiyots.
Maybe.
Wiyot's wet sog. I know some people do it. And then
Wow. It's got some.
God said,
oh, Wiyot's gut.
Gutsar
If you're at
Wiyot.
the dog park and you have no idea how many Wiyot's gutsad. Yeah. Whew. We got through. We got through our
We did it.
some people and Wiyots. Yeah. So yeah, that's just a little introduction to the basic counting for 1 to 5. We'll leave the complicated counting for another time. Big numbers for another time.
Get these under your belt first.
Yeah, the good news is though, if you've gotten these solid in your mind, then when you get to utsak, ritak, sure, it's more to remember, but you'll start recognizing that uts and rit, and all you really need to learn is the special endings for whatever it is that you're counting. So yeah. So it's good to have these the general number, the people and animals and abstract counting numbers, get those really engraved in your brain, and then the other ones are not as hard. Yay. Okay. Whew.
Gisha.
Gisha. Let me see if I can remember. Goshitskadao. I'm tired.
Oh.
I don't have it on this slide, but I managed to pull it out of my brain. Goshitskadao. Okay.
Juwaks, Linica.
Juwaks, Marnie.
Juwaks.
Juwaks.